What will it take for us to break this cycle of despair, this never-ending loop of promise betrayed? I sit here in the shadows of Soldier Field, among the ghosts of legends who once roamed this sacred ground, sweet memories of '85 when the air was electric with hope, and the roar of the fans surged like a freight train through the city. And now? Now we're staring into the abyss with a defense that feels more like a memory than a strategy, and the echoes of Ehrlicher's leadership haunt us as we watch lackluster efforts unravel before our eyes. Every fourth-quarter collapse is like knife twisting deeper into our sides. I still feel the sting of watching our team squander leads like they're just random grains of sand, slipping through our fingers just as the river of time escapes the grasp of our pride, leaving behind nothing but bitterness and breach after breach of trust. What is happening to this team? Has the lake wind in December turned colder than our chances of finding a consistent quarterback? We pin our hopes on young guns, praying that they'll channel the spirit of Hester. Yeah, we remember the lights of the House of Pain flickering like promises made and broken. The franchise's legacy looms like a shroud over the locker room, an intangible weight that hangs on the shoulders of these young men, except the path to redemption has been lined with blood, sweat, and tears that have bled blue and orange for generations. I swear, if I hear one more excuse from the coaching staff about development or learning curves, I'll lose it. Forget all that. Show us you can stand in the pocket and take hits like the Warriors we know can bring the pain. Heck, we're supposed to carry the weight of history, of the NFL's founding. But if we can't even topple the Packers for the umpteenth time, what does that say about us? It feels like every Lions and Vikings game is a minefield of anxiety. Our hearts set to explode like fireworks every time we step onto the field. We've got a cursed cycle of mediocrity, and by God, it's etched into our DNA, the pride of the midnight blue and burnt orange covers. Used like our mother's knitted winter coats warm, yet suffocating, while the memories rise like steam off the cold concrete of Hollis Hall. We cling to the ghosts of Gale Sayers, Dick Butkus, and the legends who came before us, but it often feels like they're just asking us to wake the hell up. How many more seasons of "we're doing it for the fans" can we endure before we actually get a team that reflects the tenacity of our spirit? Can you feel that in the air? My friends, that's the sweet aroma of hope battered with bitter defeat, thick in the Chicago air after a snowy loss, or the unbearable heat of August training camp anticipation that inevitably leads us back here, the edge of the abyss once more. And still, we await the next great fallen Messiah, the next quarterback to dare step into this crucible. Yet every time we think we found him, the reality crushes us like a late-game sack, and we recoil like we've been punched in the gut. What kind of resurrection will it take to ignite the pride back into us, to escape mediocrity and reclaim the glory that's perceived as a fairy tale now? As our rivals line up against us, all gnashing teeth, I wonder if they realize they're not just battling for a win. They're battling the enduring spirit of an entire city, our souls soaked in grass-stained theology and bloodied resolve that has tasted more than its fair share of heartbreak. Behind every disappointment is a reminder that we are the heartbeat of a city. Yet sometimes I wonder if this heart has been shattered beyond repair. Can our love for this team, this mosaic of our pain and pride, transcend the tumult and rise anew? Are we destined to relive the cycle of hope and despair forever? We are Chicago Bears fans. Damn it! Stand with us or stand aside, because we refuse to be caught in this endless loop of what-ifs and almost. I look to Hollis Hall and scream for our players to wake up, that history is not just a relic to behold, it's the fire igniting our passions, the ghost that should propel us forward. And if this season is anything, it's a cauldron of chaos begging for order, begging for redemption. This isn't just about winning a game. It's about legacy, about resurrection in the face of failure. Our wounds run deep. But deep within, there's a flicker of resolve, a sacred rivalry with destiny itself. And as we rise, clad in blue and orange, shoulder to shoulder, we roar. Not just for victories, but for a reckoning. Bears fans, gather round and listen closely, because right now, We're standing at the edge of a precipice that's as familiar as the cold winds swirling around Soldier Field in November. And I'm asking you, I'm begging you, don't look away. Remember the pain of the 2010 NFC Championship, the heartache of the double doink in 2018. This isn't just another season. This is the culmination of decades of hope, frustration, grit, and glory. With the latest move sparked by a breathtaking finish last week, we're left to question everything we thought we knew about this franchise and ourselves. What if I told you that the Bears aren't just playing for pride anymore? They're playing for their very identity, our identity as a fan base, as a city, as a relentless force that refuses to back down. The locker room feels it. You've got veterans like Roquan Smith, who won't let this moment slip into the abyss of historical mediocrity. But imagine the whispered fears behind closed doors, the nagging doubts about whether this quarterback can truly fill the legends, shadows left by guys like Sid Luckman, or even our modern icons like Ehrlicher and Hester. This tension isn't confined to 100 yards between the sidelines. It's throbbing in downtown Chicago's pulse, in every bar where hope flickers like a candle about to be snuffed out. Our rivals, yes, I'm talking to you Packers and Vikings, and even you Lions, can taste the despair brewing under our surface. They smell fear, and it fuels their fire. With every misstep in practice, you wonder if the coaches are locked. In a tug-of-war between future vision and present panic, shaping a narrative that could either transcend us to glory or draw us deeper into despair. Now, imagine if those late-game stumbles become not just a trend, but the very script of our shared agony. Do we dare to believe we're on the cusp of redemption, or are we caught in a Sisyphean cycle, rolling our boulder up the hill just to have it tumble back down again come January? Remember how it felt when the 2006 defense tore through quarterbacks like wet paper, or that electric moment when Hester transformed opening night of the Super Bowl into a display of brilliance. We crave that seismic shift back to being a team that strikes fear into the hearts of opponents, not one that elicits pity. Each flicker of spark ignites memories of those years of hard knocks, when each defeat carved scars deeper than we like to admit. Who's going to be the one to stand up and make us believe again? Because as this season teeters on the brink, we can see the ghost of victories long past darting in and out of this tumultuous storm. Championships are built in the darkness, in this tense uncertainty where heroes are forged or forgotten. I see a team trying to claim their legacy, battling against the chains of history, and you can feel the doubt creeping in like lake wind off Soldier Field in December, chilling our bones where joy used to roam. So I ask you, my fellow Bears faithful, as we gather with drinks in hand and season ticket dreams on our hearts, when the clock strikes 0 and the dust settles on yet another heartbreaking end, will we rise to fight another season like our icons before us, or will that aching silence of unfulfilled promise echo through the halls of Hallis? Don't you dare let the magic slip away. Cling to it like it's your last Bear Sunday, because in our hearts, we know the truth. This is our time, our chance to rewrite the narrative. Will we be left wondering what if? Or will we join together, fists raised, hearts pounding, boldly, defying the darkness that looms and promising that next year, next season, this is our renaissance? The chaos is rising, the stakes couldn't be higher, and the choice is ours to make. Surrender to fear or unleash an obsession that's been simmering since '85. Who are we, Bears fans? We are the heartbeat of this city, and we will not go quietly into that good night.